8 News at 11 starts now.
Oh my God!
I was so afraid that I was hanging on to one of the desks, and then I fell back, and then all the dirt started getting in my eyes and all my clothes.
We're hearing more amazing stories of bravery tonight, and heroism, and hope after that massive tornado in Moore, Oklahoma. Good evening. I'm Juan Condi.
And I'm Christina Ferrick. It is a story that continues to unfold tonight, just over 24 hours after the tornado hit. Rescue workers are in a race against time in the search to find any survivors. That
mammoth EF5 twister destroyed countless homes and claimed at least 24 lives. Let's go to ABC's Andy Rosegen with the latest.
Rainy, dreary weather failed to dampen the resolve of Moore, Oklahoma residents trying to salvage pieces of their shattered lives.
They were underneath our bed, so I'm happy I got this in my wedding dress.
Or the tenacity of the search and rescue crews prying through every inch of rubble, looking for those still missing.
We're trying to find any shelters that are possibly still covered up, or anyone that is just trapped in place.
Businesses and homes flattened, mangled cars amid the piles of rubble. Virtually this entire Oklahoma City suburb obliterated. The destruction is overwhelming.
Just moved in 2 weeks ago, and it's a beautiful neighborhood, and I don't even know where to begin.
The National Weather Service now says Monday's massive tornado was an EF5 twister, packing winds at least 200 miles per hour. 2 elementary schools took a direct hit. Everyone at Briarwood got out safely, but at Plaza Towers, 5 miles away, they did not. At least 7 children died. Many others are still missing. Agonizing moments for parents waiting for word of their loved ones.
They will not declare that structure clear until they are down to the ground and have been through every piece of rubble in that building.
Residents of Moore are resilient. They rebuilt after a major tornado hit here in 1999, and they say they'll do it again. Secretary of Homeland Security Janet Napolitano will be arriving here in Oklahoma and Missouri on Wednesday. Andy Rosegen for ABC News in Moore, Oklahoma.
And as you just heard, Plaza Towers Elementary and Briarwood Elementary both took a direct hit, but there were very different outcomes for the children there. It's believed students at Briarwood escaped unharmed because of the way it was built. Each grade is organized into pods with openings in the center of the building. When everything collapsed, they were actually able to crawl out through the open area in the middle. When the tornado hit Plaza Towers, a traditional school with a long line of classrooms, the roof and the walls just collapsed, piling on top of each other, leaving no opening in the middle.
Well, you may be one of the folks here in Central Virginia asking how you can help the folks out in Oklahoma. And tonight, 8 News senior reporter Nate Eaton found a group of women who asked the very same question, but these ladies, Nate, decided to do something about it.
Yeah, well, they're calling themselves Virginians on a mission. 2 women from Powhatan who, in a matter of hours, went from having an idea to planning and executing a huge service project.
You don't have to know somebody to give them a helping hand.
Debbie Elam and Regina Reams-Prigg,
I just felt a need to do this,
are on a mission.
I have the horse trailer, I have the time, I have the assets. Why not do it?
Tonight, with friends, they sorted, taped, and packed boxes.
I'll start a box.
Which will soon be loaded into this horse trailer and taken to Oklahoma.
We have no idea how bad they need.
For Debbie, this is personal. She lived in Alabama when an F5 tornado hit in the 90s. She knows how badly personal items are needed in Moore.
Bar soap, shampoo, toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Organizers hope to collect enough items to fill this horse trailer, but they say when it's full, they won't stop. In fact, they say that's just the beginning.
I'm hoping that I have to call Cox Transport in Ashland to bring a tractor trailer in.
Regina plans to leave early Friday morning with the trailer. She's going with a U.S. Marine who was badly wounded in Afghanistan.
If he can get out of his wheelchair and go down to Oklahoma and do triage and search and rescue, then I can get out here and do something.
And doing something is what it's all about for these Virginians on a mission.
I feel very fortunate. I have a home to live in. I have a good family. I have a son who's with me. There are people in Oklahoma who don't have that anymore.
In my heart, we're here to take care of each other.
Now, if you want to help fill up that trailer, you're asked to donate toiletries, personal items, pet food, or canned goods at the Elam Animal Hospital. That's at 1403 Anderson Highway in Powhatan. You can drop off your items starting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Also on Thursday. The group is also taking PayPal donations, and we have a link to their Facebook page. You can find that on our website at WRIC.com. Christina?
All right, thank you very much, Nate. There are other ways for you to help the tornado victims. The local Red Cross is helping those affected by the storm. The spokesman for the Virginia Capital chapter is on his way to Oklahoma and tells us monetary donations allow the Red Cross response teams to assess the needs, then address them.
We're going to be in contact with all of the leadership from the state, local, and federal level to make sure we know exactly what materials and supplies can get directly to those who have been affected by these devastating storms.
There are 3 ways to give money to the American Red Cross for Oklahoma tornado relief. You can call 1-800-RED-CROSS, make a $10 donation by texting Red Cross to 90999, and that will go straight to the Disaster Relief Fund, or you can donate online. We have a link on our website. Just go to WRIC.com. Now we want to go to John to talk about any more storms going through that area, or could they head to us and affect our weather, John?
Okay, answers to both questions are yes. Those were earlier today. Storms that were affecting already the recovery in Oklahoma. They actually had more hail. They have moved off to the east now, crossing the Mississippi River. The strongest storms are going to be in Mississippi and Louisiana tonight. Mainly severe storms with downburst type winds. This weather system will bring us showers and thunderstorms into the area on Thursday. Right now outside for a couple of fading thunderstorms in the southwestern part of the state, but they're helping bring the clouds back in over us. So tomorrow morning for the morning commute, you will deal with those. It's going to be very humid outside with temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees from 5 a.m. all the way through 9 a.m.
All right, thanks, John. The best way to survive a natural disaster, of course, is to have a plan ahead of any danger. And no plan's complete without a kit ready to handle that emergency. According to the Red Cross, your disaster kit should always include a flashlight and batteries, an extra cell phone charger for your vehicle, and a multi-purpose tool. You should also pack any medications you need, along with Band-Aids, insect repellent, and some aspirin. Food and water are also very important. For a complete list of suggestions from the American Red Cross, you can go to a link at WRIC.com. And of course, we'll continue to follow this story overnight. Amy, Morgan, and Matt are going to be back here in the morning with the very latest developments on the tornado, starting on Good Morning Richmond at 4:30 a.m.
New developments in a story 8 News broke. We have learned the Rock's Pastor G is expected to appear in court tomorrow morning after surrendering to authorities late today. 8 News investigative reporter Carrie O'Brien has the latest.
Pastor Geronimo Aguilar is behind bars tonight. He's charged in Texas with aggravated sexual assault on 2 children under the age of 14. The Rock pastor surrendered to U.S. Marshals at his home Tuesday afternoon without incident. The charges come just weeks after the 2 alleged victims broke their silence to 8 News.
I was about 11 when I had my first encounter with Geronimo. That was inappropriate.
Local Reverend Joe Ellison, who knows the pastor well, says the Richmond faith community is grieving tonight over the charges brought against the founder of the Richmond Outreach Center.
Our hearts are really heavy. We're really grieving over this whole situation. The rumors have been circulating for a while.
Ellison tells us he heard from Pastor G today through text message, and that the pastor has told the Reverend he is innocent. Ellison says he's never witnessed anything inappropriate.
The whole 17 years that I've known Pastor G, I've traveled with him. I've been in his home. I know his children and his wife. I'm troubled because I've never seen this kind of behavior that's being spoken about. If these allegations is true, there are people that can help him, get him restored.
In the meantime, for the sake of the church, which Ellison says has done a lot of good for the community, helping people overcome addiction, getting kids off the streets, and feeding the poor, the Reverend believes Pastor G needs to step aside.
At this point, because he was charged, I feel he should step down and focus on the challenges and focus on his family.
Once again, 8 News reached out to the Rock pastor's attorney, David Carlson. When we tried to talk to him at his office today, he ran away from us and sent his secretary to the door.
He has no comment for his client?
He's not available right now.
Yeah, I was trying to catch him because he was right here.
Meanwhile, the pastor is being held overnight here at City Lockup. An arraignment is scheduled for Wednesday morning. Carrie O'Brien, 8 News.
Aggravated sexual assault is a first-degree felony in Texas. If convicted, the pastor faces 5 to 99 years in prison. Stay with 8 News for updates.
We have some new details tonight. 8 News speaks exclusively to the family of a Henrico man charged with killing his 3-month-old son. 8 News anchor Avajoy Burnett's live in Henrico tonight at the courts building with more on the case. Avajoy?
That is right, Juan. Well, the man that has been charged with murdering his infant son is 23-year-old Corey Walls. Today, I spoke with Henrico police, and I also spoke with Walls' sister. She says she finds it hard to believe that her own brother would kill his own son. 23-year-old Corey Walls is in jail tonight. Police have charged him with murdering his 3-month-old son.
I don't see him being that type of person.
Tonight, Walls' sister shared these photos with us of her nephew who's no longer here. The family finds it hard to believe Walls is capable of doing what he's been accused of.
He was going through a lot with our grandmother passing, and I know he was a loving, caring person. And I feel like he's not that type of person to kill his baby.
Court documents show Walls has been charged with 2 counts of child neglect and murder stemming from the incident back in February.
This is all based from an incident back in February where his 3-month-old son was brought to a hospital here in Henrico County. The child was suffering from internal injuries, and the decision was made to transport the child to VCU or medical center, where the child did die from the injuries it suffered.
Henrico police have not released many details about where or exactly when the infant suffered what turned out to be fatal injuries, but Walls is the only person who's been charged so far. Right now, Walls is in jail. His next court appearance will be on June 5th. Reporting live in Henrico County, I'm Avajoy Burnett, 8 News.
Now to a special report. How often do you take your vitamins? One local pharmacist believes in them so much he is giving them away for free. Our 8 News reporter Tim Rocca joins us now with more on that. Tim?
Well, Christina, a lot of us are tightening our wallets these days and may even be sacrificing the things that can keep us healthy. Well, now one pharmacy is trying to help you with both. As a mother of 3 little ones, Katie Fusey finds herself at the pharmacy counter a lot. But recently, she says she's not there as much. Her kids started taking a daily multivitamin, and she's already seeing results.
My middle child has asthma, and it has seemed to help him somewhat. They don't seem to have as many of the issues they've had in the past.
Vitamins for 3 kids gets expensive, so she's able to do it by visiting Bill Towler, the owner at Springer Pharmacy in Highland Springs. Towler gives a free bottle of vitamins to his customers each month.
I've been really surprised by the response, but there's been a lot of families that feel economically stressed a little bit, and so the free vitamins were warmly embraced by them.
Towler started the program in the fall and already has more than 1,000 children signed up, plus several adults. He says it's his way of taking care of the community.
There seems to be an enormous need in this area. Families that were buying vitamins don't have to, so they spend it on something else. The real shocker is a lot of times they're not getting any vitamins for the children. It's the last thing that they think about.
The pharmacist believes in this program so much that he feels the next time you and your family reach in your medicine cabinet, the only thing you're going to find inside is a bottle of vitamins. That's because, in Towler's experience, patients, especially kids, get less sick when on frequent vitamins, which actually is a bad business model for a pharmacy when customers aren't buying medicine. But he wants to give his customers good health habits instead of just pills, and it's already rubbing off on his youngest customers.
Every night, my little ones come to me and say, I need my vitamins. They don't let me forget.
And they aren't the only ones. Some are coming from as far as Ashland to take advantage.
It's been going pretty strong. We're still signing people up every day. At least one family or 2 every day signs up.
It's not just one bottle either. Towler wants his customers to keep taking them after the first one, and for good reason. Well, there's nothing worse than waiting in a doctor's office, especially if it's your kid that's sick. And so the hope is that these vitamins will help keep your kid healthy. And once you run out of one 30-day supply, you can actually come back to the pharmacy as many times as you want and get another bottle. For many families, that small gesture is a big help.
It's a great feeling to have someone that cares enough.
While Towler knows he can't keep everyone healthy, he hopes this small step is one in the right direction.
I felt that if we were to ever reach the promise of universal health care for everybody, we needed to be a little healthier, and it starts with the very young. So it felt a good fit for us to be promoting that.
In case you're wondering how Bill pays for these vitamins, he actually does it by getting rid of all advertising. So he's putting all money into helping out his customers. You can find out more information about the program on our website. Also, keep in mind, vitamins may or may not be the best program for you, so you should always consult your doctor before you start taking anything new.
All right, thank you very much, Tim. Well, forget about the teen years. More young kids are heading to the doctor for help with acne. New guidelines say acne is common in kids ages 7 to 12. But whether or not kids are getting acne earlier is debatable. Some dermatologists suggest parents are less tolerant of acne, and doctors are more willing to provide acne treatments to younger children.
Memorial Day is less than a week away, and a lot of stores are dishing out sales. But which items are the best to buy this time of year? 8 News anchor Amy McLean has the answer in tonight's Stretching Your Dollars.
This Memorial Day weekend, consumer experts say you'll find some of the best deals on furniture. That means deep discounts at home improvement stores and home decor shops. In the weekly ad from Value City Furniture, we spotted $100 and $200 off sofas and bedroom sets with no interest financing for 48 months. And you'll see similar deals at Haverty's with special financing for mattresses. If you want to spruce up your backyard, Home Depot is slashing up to 30% off patio furniture with free shipping. Or head on over to Lowe's. You can also receive free assembly and delivery on grills and select patio sets that cost at least $399. Memorial Day weekend is also a great time to stock up on clothes. Retailers want to clear out any remaining winter and spring lines to make way for those summer fashions. We found some deep discounts at Ann Taylor with 50% off sale items. And Aeropostale is also promoting 50% off everything in the store for the holiday weekend. Now, if you can wait, avoid buying electronics this time of year. According to dailyfinance.com, TVs, computers, and other gadgets will be on sale, but you'll be able to find much better bargains leading up to the Christmas holidays. If you'd rather do some online shopping, visit memorialdaysales.net. You'll find a full list of deals from more than 40 retailers and online coupon codes, too. We've got the links on the Stretching Your Dollars page of WRIC.com. And don't forget to check the local paper for ads. In fact, this one from Kohl's tells you can get $10 in Kohl's cash for every $50 you spend. Amy McLean, 8 News.
Thank you, Amy. And here's another way to stretch those dollars. Most major retailers are changing their price matching policies to include online competition. But that does not always include their own website. JCPenney, Walmart, and Kohl's all refuse to price match their own websites if the online price is lower. However, Target, Best Buy, and Sears, they will give you the lower price. From saving to spending, Americans spend more on their pets than they spend on alcohol or men's clothing. In 2011, pet owners spent an average of $500 on Fido. That compares to $456 on booze and about $400 spent on men's clothing. Pet food alone costs the average household $183, which is more than folks spend on cereal and bread. It is time now for a check of the forecast. Let's go to John. He's in the Weather Center tonight.
Yeah, a little humid out there tonight here across central Virginia. And of course, we are watching more storms off to the west of us. This is the storms that formed today and have moved eastward. Again, Oklahoma City was much cooler, so storms were not as violent. There are strong storms through portions of Texas all the way over into the lower Mississippi River Valley, and other strong storms all the way up into the New England states. This is kind of the area of concern that we have been watching and dealing with. Other storms beginning to try to work their way in the southeastern part of the state. So right here, the big line of thunderstorms tonight across the area, as you can see. They are also starting to fade out a little bit. Strong storms now are across portions of Louisiana and moving to Mississippi and Tennessee. Very eastern edge of these, what's left of the storms ahead this afternoon. Some thunderstorms out west of the mountains and west of Interstate 81. They will fade out before they have a chance to make it here tonight. Our chance for the unsettled weather will be coming up once we get late tomorrow night and then again on Thursday. It's a steamy 72 degrees outside across the area for us. 73 degrees Louisa, 71 over at Tappahannock on the Rappahannock, and temperatures tonight will drop into the upper 60s. here across central Virginia. So tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up a lot of clouds once again across the area. Then we'll get a few peaks of sunshine. Just isolated thunderstorms, garden variety thunderstorms during the afternoon. 82 degrees at noon, a high temperature of 86 across the area. And as you watch the forecast go in motion for tomorrow morning, here the clouds kind of over us, a little break, and then here come the isolated storms during the afternoon, just like a bunch of green measles running around the map. Tomorrow night, we may get a band of showers that come through here in the overnight hours. If they hold together, they'll diminish the potential for anything on Thursday. But I think Thursday in the afternoon, that cold front may that line of showers get a little stronger as we head later Thursday afternoon and into Thursday evening. But the good news is that's going to sweep out of the way, and it is going to reward you with a really nice setup for the weekend. So again tomorrow, 86 degrees, isolated thunderstorm late in the day across the area. In the 8-day forecast, 84 degrees with thunderstorms on Thursday. And then look at the great weather Friday through Monday. We might need to make it a 4-day, not a 3-day weekend.
New tonight, a champion's been crowned. After months of sweat and tears, Kelly Pickler and Derek Huffey, you saw right there, took home the Mirrorball Trophy. Disney star Zendaya and her partner Val came in second. Gymnast Allie Reisman and Baltimore Ravens star Jacoby Jones were also runners-up. You can watch Good Morning America tomorrow morning to see your very first interview with Kelly Pickler and Derek Huff. They'll be with George and Robin and the gang.
And we are already ready for the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
Coming up in September.
That's right. We'll have to wait, but time now for sports. Here's Phil.
Can't wait. Tomorrow and Thursday, the Diamond representatives from the Red Cross will be on hand collecting donations to help victims of the tornado that ripped through Oklahoma. If you want to help, bring a couple of extra bucks to the Diamond. Squirrels hosting the Trenton Thunder tonight as the Philly Fanatic looks on. Squirrels starter Carlos Teller, phenomenal, striking out Ali Castillo swinging 5 scoreless innings in his AA debut. Teller matched by Trenton's Matt Tracy. He strikes out Brett Krill, escaping trouble. Tracy 6 innings of 2-hit shutout baseball. Top 8, Thunder threatening. They load the bases. Daryl Monet trying to put the fire out. It's in the dirt, gets by Andrew Susac. Ramon Flores scores the first run, 1-0, Trenton on top. Very next pitch, Slade Heathcock sends a drive to right center. This one trouble in the gap. It rolls to the wall, 2 runs come home, 3-0 Trenton. Bottom 9, last chance for the Squirrels. Javier Herrera down on strikes. Squirrels shut out. They fall 3-0. More sports coming up after a break.
Well, tomorrow here across central Virginia, we'll see a little bit of sunshine, just isolated thunderstorms warming up into the middle 80s. It's a better chance of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, but we chase that weather system out of the way, and everything looks very nice for the Memorial Day weekend. Temperatures very comfortable.
Nice to have that beautiful weather for the opening of a lot of pools in the area.
That's right. It's the unofficial start of summer.
That's right. Cookouts. Thanks for being with us. I'm Christina Ferry.
I'm Juan Gandhi. We'll see you tomorrow.